Don't be that person that goes to all the events and is still broke. Like, it's still showing up, and even if you're not broke, you're still making the same money you did last year, the previous year, the previous year, the previous year.
To me personally, the way him and I always live is I'm always gonna say the truth, whether you like it or not. And him and I do our best to help everybody, guide everybody.
As you grow, to next levels, you get new, bigger challenges. And we won't talk about it this time, but there's a reason why we're moving out to another home, move to another area.
Growth with success, you're gonna attract a lot of different people. So it's important to pay attention, to who you're letting in, what's going on, and take the indicators. We're super upfront. Some people don't like it. I really don't care because I sleep great at night. I know how many people I'm helping, but nobody's going to do the work for you.
Hey guys, welcome to Driven Couples. I'm here with Syl, back again. Missed you guys.
Missed you guys a lot.
Want to start it off?
Yeah, so obviously it's been
a lot of shit going
year. We love you guys. We've been reading all your messages on YouTube, and next year, our goal is to be extremely consistent with this show. So, whatever you guys want us to talk about, let us know. It's going to be in the comments below.
Did you even read what I showed you? You didn't read it right.
What do you mean I didn't read it right?
You didn't read it.
Okay, go. Then you start. Then why are you asking me to start? Here, we still fight, so come on, go.
Okay, so we have a lot of things going on.
We do. We always do.
We moved to a new home.
Yeah.
We're moving to the entire floor of the Sunset Towers.
Yeah.
Our businesses are growing. Our family is growing. And we haven't been consistent with the show. So this is going to be our final show.
Yes.
We don't know if we're going to be back next year.
Why not?
We're not. This is our last show.
You're on my nerves.
We're not being as consistent, and we put all our hearts and we put a lot of energy, and it's just been a lot of things that are going on, and our businesses need us the most right now.
Yeah.
So we're not sure if we're gonna be back next year, but we wanted to go on this final one for this year because we felt this was the best way to thank you all for supporting us and for being there for us on our show. And everything we did for this show was because we wanted to give value and we wanted to be real. And we wanted to show our real life. Because most people, they don't like to show their real life. They pretend to be other people, and we're not like that.
Yeah. Well, you're supposed to be real, aren't you?
Not according to all the other people.
Yeah, this has been the year actually that showed me that the most. But with growth, with success, you're going to attract a lot of different people. So it's important to pay attention, to who you're letting in, what's going on, and take the indicators, right? Because everybody thinks that you're going to touch somebody and you're going to instantly become successful. And that's obviously incorrect. It takes years of doing the same thing over and over and over and over again, being better every year than the last, and eventually getting to a place where you feel a little successful, but there's no dead end. So you just keep going and going and going and going. But we love you guys, and it's been a great year, I'm sure, for a lot of people, not just us. So
yeah, and we wanted to get on this live also because as you grow, to next levels, you get new, bigger challenges, and we won't talk about it this time, but there's a reason why we're moving out to another home. We moved to another area, and we moved to a better area.
Yeah.
And family is most important for us. So why do you work so hard? Why do we work so hard? For our little girls. Mm-hmm. For our little girls. And, as you improve, as you grow, as you climb the levels, then what you want to become is bulletproof. You want to invest in things that are going to make you better, that are going to give you security, that are going to make you grow faster. And that's what we're working on today. And we're so excited about next year. I'm a little sick, as you can tell.
So am I, but we're good.
Yeah.
I just feel a little weird.
I still worked out. You worked out too, right?
Of course.
We still, made it to the office, had 2 workouts, and my body feels like it's really sore. Like when like back pain.
We've been
and
working
everything.
out a lot, so who knows what it's for.
And also, we don't have our regular setup because we moved everything, and we're drinking water from these champagne things. So, we want to answer some questions, but we wanted to do it right, and we wanted to say, buy the right way. Go back on the last show. We're not, Syl obviously didn't read the notes for the show today.
We were running around all day. So
And it's the first time. It's the second time I see her in my second day. I saw her when she woke up today, and then I came back, and then I saw her for the second time. But we want to answer some questions. It's going to be a short one, and then who knows if next year we'll do it. But what I was saying before is we have so many things going on. Like our businesses need us so much. We're having our biggest December ever. A lot of new people. We're just growing like crazy. And what I was telling, I was talking to one of my guys, Freddie, and I was telling him, hey, he came last week, and I was telling him, hey, Freddie, so, our company is such, has so much momentum. We've never had the resources that we have today, and we've never had the quality people that we have today. And we are just growing on autopilot. It's crazy. That's why we're moving to a new house. That's why we're investing in a lot of things.
That new office is going to be amazing.
Technology, security, and many others. Like I said, I'll share a story on why we're moving on a later chapter. But I was telling, Freddie, hey, you know what? We're at a point where we're pretty damn bulletproof. Like, we're untouchable. Nothing's going to take us down. It's impossible. There's only one way that we go down, and that's if the top self-destructs, and that's not going to happen because I'm in a different cycle in my life, and as a leader, I'm not interested in those things. I have my values, and I'm committed to my family and to our company, so it's not going to happen. So it's really exciting, and I'm investing a lot of time with my leaders in the company, and so many great things are about to happen. You guys will find out. Stay tuned, and I'll still be available on Instagram. So is Syl. We're gonna be still putting some content out. We're gonna be more focused on the businesses though, but we'll be there for you guys. And anytime you need us, send us a message, send us a DM, reach out to Steph. But we want to do some questions. Do we have any questions, Steph? And you want to share something before we jump into the questions?
Yeah, the office. I was just there.
And guys, if you have questions, comment on the Zoom. Ask your questions there on the comments so that Steph can get your question, and then we could bring you up live, and you could ask a live question. Go, sir.
So, I was just in the office, our brand new corporate office, and it's super exciting. I go there. I'm like, Anthony, you have to go there and record the progress as we're trying to record this, and we stay super busy. We're like back to back to back to back to back to back. We have a solid team. Our corporate offices, everybody in there is better than exceptional, so that obviously helps having good people around. But we just had our Christmas party, and I was with somebody that didn't make it to our Christmas party for funny reasons. But we're there, and I'm walking around, and I'm like, look, this is where we're going to build a bar for networking, and we're going to have a gym, and we're going to have everything that people need, not only to thrive in business, but to be able to be fit, to be healthy, and I'm not saying be a supermodel, but health is important because without health, you don't have anything, right? So that's one of our things that we stick to. It's family, health, and obviously our business.
Talk about our new office, what it's going to consist of,
I just did.
No, you forgot it.
Oh, that's going to have everything. It's going to have a studio. We're going to have everything. Locker rooms, showers, conference rooms,
you mentioned
obviously.
The lounge.
Oh, well, yeah, the lounge, the locker room area, but the bar area.
Kids,
we're going to
kids room, because we have a lot of parents in the company.
Yeah, a playroom, in case you want to go, because obviously life happens, and sometimes you have an appointment, and, you need to put your kids somewhere. So we're going to make it easy for all of you guys, whether you're already part of the company, you're looking for a new company, we're going to be there. And next year we're going to be onboarding a lot of new people onto our team. We are already have a lot of new people. Sorry, my throat hurts. We already have a lot of new people, but it's so exciting, getting rid of the people that don't fit our core values, right? And it takes time sometimes. You let somebody in and you think they're good because they're smiling to your face, and then the minute you turn around, they're talking smack. And to me personally, the way him and I always live is I'm always going to say the truth, whether you like it or not. It could be something you don't want to hear. However, it's constructive. And at the end of the day, what's better, having people lie to you and bullshit you, or having somebody tell you the truth? Who cares about you more, right? And we have so many amazing people in this company. It's absolutely phenomenal. It makes me so happy. I can't even explain it. And him and I do our best to help everybody, guide everybody. However, like I was telling this person today, she's super excited. She's like, oh my God, so I should have reached out sooner. I'm like, well, what were you waiting for? Like, I'm here, but I don't read minds, right? Nobody reads minds. So if you need something, just as advice, you know, if you work somewhere or, you know, you don't like something about your spouse, always be honest. Like, be honest with people, because it might not only save your future, your relationships, help them grow. It'll make you a better person, right? Because it's hard to be honest. People would rather be little liars and little wimps and pretend than to actually say that this is what I feel, this is how we could fix it, or we can't fix it and I'm leaving. And it's okay, but it's the way that people do things sometimes. And again, we're super upfront. Some people don't like it. I really don't care, because I sleep great at night. I know how many people I'm helping, but nobody's going to do the work for you. This specific person, she's like, Syl, I'm ready and I want to do this and and I'm like, okay, well, let's start where you are. Let's do what you're doing now, and then we'll take you up those levels. However, you have to put in the work. Nobody can do that for you. Nobody can hold your hand every day and say, oh, let's go work out, because it's not always going to be like that. At the end of the day, you have yourself through everything. Always think about that. So who do you need to make happy? Yourself, secondly, your spouse, and then your kids, right? It's a collective job for happiness, and honesty is always the best way to go. So
I hold your hands.
I was telling her, no, like,
You're supposed to make me happy.
yesterday I went home. No, you're supposed to make yourself happy, and then I'm going to do my best.
Supposed to hold my hands.
I do hold your hands.
Guys,
so meaning, I was telling her, if you're willing to show up, put in the work. How many people don't show up to trainings and they have like 2 deals on the pipeline? I'm like, you never showed up. Everybody was here except you. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, help yourself, and we're going to provide all those tools for everybody next year in corporate, in all of our branches. And yeah, I'm super excited.
Yeah, somebody asked on Instagram. So guys, if you want to ask questions, please comment right there, and we're going to pick your question. You got to comment on the Zoom. And if you're on Instagram, text that number so you get the link. Now, why is this the last episode? Because I mentioned in the beginning, you know, we have a lot going on with all our businesses. They're thriving. Our people need us in our businesses, and we have our family that's growing. You know, we moved to a new home.
I'm not pregnant.
And a lot of things are happening. So that's why we just can't provide the time, the energy for driven couples any longer. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully we come back. But, you know, as
I just found out
of
about
today,
this
is our last episode. And one thing, though, very important is to add to what Syl was saying is environment is very important. You know, when you put yourself in the right environment, things happen to you.
Yeah.
And I'll share a quick story before we jump into the first question. And we're going to be 30 minutes here. So we have about 28 more minutes. Not 28, 18 more minutes. So comment your questions on the Zoom so we could select your question. Now, the story I wanted to share is we went to the Laker game.
Oh my
God. And you know, like the quality, I'm not saying quality because they're better people. I'm just saying the quality of people that you meet in certain places for business are going to be different.
Yeah.
You know, I'm sitting next to a guy. I was sitting to quite a few people that are worth, you know, hundreds of millions, a few billionaires. Kevin Hart's, you know, in front of me, and you're just there. I've never been courtside. I'll tell you this.
I don't know why. It was amazing.
I guarantee, because seats are 20, 30K a seat.
Yeah,
so, and before we couldn't afford that. Like today, you know, we could afford that. So we're never going to go back to a Laker game and not sit courtside. We're just not.
I feel like passing out.
And if you pass out, I'll continue. So
you're supposed to pick me up.
So we're seated, right? I have a guy next to me that he's saying, hey, this is my business. You know, I could get you millions of dollars for each of your companies like that. And he's legit. He's next to another guy that's legit. And then my friend Wires Only, we were next to each other and we were neighbors before. So I knew him from the past. So I'm like, damn, you know, successful people go to the same places.
Yeah.
And then you go to you have like a private entrance, you know, you go through the tunnel, inside the tunnel, and then you have a bar there that's give you free drinks. They have food. The bathrooms are clean and empty. You don't have to be, you know, I hate when I go to sports games and there's like piss all over the place. I don't know if the girls are that dirty.
No, they're not.
But the guys like piss all over the place. So
it's just guys. It's
so there it's all super clean. But I learned this, you know, from a long time ago. You know, when I moved, when we first moved to Shoreham Towers by our old office, we moved there and we met a lot of people, you know, that became partners and not partners, but helped us grow our business. And we helped them. And then we moved to 10,000, moved higher level people. And, you know, then we moved to a house and then now we're moving to a better house. So life is beautiful. And, you know, I love sharing our stories, true stories. There's a lot of fake people out there already. And so they don't need another fake person. I want to be the realest person out there that just talks about everything that happens to me, and I'm not scared to share my failures and things that have happened to me in life, because I think that's going to help you grow and do the same thing. Because if I did it, still did it, you know, any of you can do it. Yeah. Question? George. I got cold. Yeah. George, he needs to unmute himself, right? George, can you unmute and put your camera, please? Is my sound high? No, that's the sound on the. George. What's up, George?
Hi.
Good. Oh my God, this is so cool. we can't see your face though.
Es que se está arreglando.
I mean, we have Anthony right here that didn't have the best hair day today.
Anthony, what happened to your hair?
Yeah, Anthony forgot to comb his hair today. I don't know what happened.
I'll be happy to coach you on that.
If you
can't unmute it, it's fine.
Yeah, if you can't go on videos, it's fine. Let's roll.
What's your question? He's I'm getting ready. Don't be shy.
George, go ahead.
I'm sorry. Apart from real estate and your businesses, what else are you guys going to invest in?
Real estate.
So can you re-say it, because I think we missed the first part.
Yeah. So I was asking the both of you, besides your businesses and real estate, what else are you planning on investing in 2022?
Nothing else. So we just invest in our businesses. We invest in what we know. He said besides businesses and real estate. You're not listening well.
Oh, I didn't.
Yeah, so
I didn't hear it.
that's all we do. Like, we invest in our businesses. A lot of people have asked me, like, hey, you want to invest in my business, or I have this great idea. I have so many people nowadays DMing me that they have this great idea. If I could shoot them 500, 50,000, 150. And, you know, I love building businesses. I just love it. And it happens that Syl's like great at operations. So we make a good couple that way. And I like starting businesses. And what I think I'm going to start doing is maybe, you know, we're going to sell a few businesses and continue to open new businesses. Kind of like what Elon Musk does. I love Elon Musk. He built companies from scratch. And you want to close the door? And he built companies from scratch and then sold a few, then got money and build more. And he's a builder. I like building. And then the safest, most bulletproof investment that I know of is real estate. We know real estate. Yeah. We could finance our own mortgage. We can find our own deal. We know real estate. That's what that's what we're experts in. So why would we invest in something else? I'm not interested in trying other things. I'm not interested in trying Bitcoin or trying other things. I don't know if Syl is thinking of investing in Pokemon cards or any other thing, but not me personally. What about you?
Just real estate. That's all I know.
Like
really.
your own money. Like, would you ever invest it in something else?
No, I would like to learn about stocks and things, but real estate for me is everything because I know real estate. I've done it, so and it's real. It's there. It's a long game, but it's the best game. I've always loved real estate. That's how I ended up with this guy.
Oh, because I'm sore.
Yeah, we've been working out a lot.
No, it's not because of that. It's because of the illness we have. Yeah. Yeah. So we're sticking to what we know and what we are experts in, George. So
yeah. Focus on your core business and then you grow from there.
yeah, and also what you said is really important. If you want to just say it really quickly.
What did I say?
Because a lot of people, I met with one of my guys today, and he's asking me like, "Hey Albert, so like I'm doing this in real estate. I'm gonna do some guy from our company, and next year I'm gonna double." And I'm like, "Dude, I like what you're doing. Because you're setting the realistic goal of doubling. Not I'm gonna be a millionaire next year. I'm gonna do $100,000 a month. Like, hey, first,
start where you are.
You did 15 deals. Next year 30. Next year 6. The following year 60. And then he asks me, "Hey Albert, should I invest in real estate? I wanted to ask you that. Like, I wanted to invest. Like, I'm ready." And I told him, "Hey, forget about real estate right now. Real estate is going to be there in 2 years, 3 years. It's not going to go anywhere. It's not going to fly away. There's still going to be real estate. I promise you. I guarantee it. I put it on my life. Real estate will be here in 2-3 years. And maybe by that time, property values drop a little bit. They dip. Because if you study the real estate industry, property values go up all the time. They go vertical, but there's little dips. There's little recessions that we have. So real estate has been going up already for so many years, like 12, 13 years in a row. So it is going to dip, okay? Great chances are, it's going to dip a little bit. So I told my guy, you have to focus on your real estate business and become a millionaire. Start the computer.
Oh, the
turned
computer
off.
just turned off.
Nobody checked the.
Really bad.
Yeah.
So let's start a checklist going, Anthony, because it's like, si no es una cosa es otra. Okay,
so you're gonna have to put the other one. So yeah, what I'm gonna do is remind me where I was.
With your guide to become a millionaire.
Yeah, so I told my guy, hey, you know what? What you gotta do is become a millionaire. Go from 15 to 30, go from 30 to 60, from 60 to 120, and get like my friend that I have that I brought on the Zoom call. Remember?
Yeah.
My listing agent friend. His name is Jim.
Amazing.
He's doing $2 million a year in real estate. So I'm like, when you get to that level, then you could.
Is he gonna hit 4?
No,
is that net?
2. No, that's 2. You're confusing them with Neil.
Got it.
So I told him, when you start making like $2 million, $1 million, then you have some extra chunk of monies to go there and get some park it in some real estate deals. So that's what I told him. So core business, focus on your core business, and then you could do other things. So the next question, Steph. Daniel Rubacala. Can he go from yours? Daniel, can you unmute yourself, or do we unmute him? Your volume is low.
Hi. Yeah.
Yeah. What's up, brother?
Yes,
Perfectly,
we can.
yeah, we could.
Hi, Daniel.
Hey, nice to meet you. Pleasure is mine.
Nice to meet you.
We got to see you at the Driven event. We got to see you at the next Driven event. Oh, we got to see you at the next Driven event.
Yeah, I went to the Driven event. That was great. And is that Stephanie that worked there also?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Stephanie, this is my niece.
Hi,
Hey,
Chloe.
Chloe. Nice to meet you.
Cute. Hi.
Yeah, brother. So tell me, how can we give you some value?
Hi.
Okay, so this is my question. I'm trying to become financially stable, but do you think investing in like events and going to events is more important than saving your money?
What
Focus on making money.
what do you do right now for work?
Yeah.
I do construction, but I just try to become an agent for financial group.
Yeah. So
So I'm like trying to. So I have. I'm trying to stage a financial plan, but there's a wealth goal in January that I'm gonna attend, and then in February, Angel Saldana. Do you know who that is?
I don't.
Oh, he was at the Driven event
It,
too.
it, it sounds it sounds familiar, but you know I go through a lot of names, so like if I see a picture of him, a face, I could probably connect it.
Okay, but yeah. So do you think it's important to invest to go to these events to better myself? That would help me begin my entrepreneurship, or just sit back and save money until
Look, I think
I would go to a
I
good
think
one.
Sil wants to say something, but let me just say something really quick. There are so many events out there,
Yeah.
and my advice to you, I'm not gonna tell you, hey, just go to Driven and that's all you need. Uh, but what I'm gonna tell you is there's so many events out there, and don't be that person that goes to all the events and is still broke. Like it's still showing up, and even if you're not broke, you're still making the same money you did last year, the previous year, the previous year, the previous year. So I would focus on, maybe one event, learn from it, and then go execute. Don't be the person that's jumping from event to event to event to event to event. Now, the only reason you would do that, in my opinion, is if you're gonna go there to meet people and create relationships. But you could go to other things, other events. You go to Laker games, you go to like nice places, and you're gonna meet people that you might do business with. But you wanted to say something.
Yeah, there's just everybody wants to have events. I'm like, and sometimes they have people on stage that I'm like, oh my God, like, because, not all information is good information. So there's a lot of free content, like that's a lot more valuable, if you will. So I would be very selective and research and pick a couple and the credibility behind the people that are on stage. Does that make sense?
that makes perfect sense. Yes, I think you're right. I think it's kind of both. It's kind of like because it's something totally different from construction, like being a entrepreneur. So I thought like going to these events would, I don't know, I could meet more people because from the Driven event, I met a lot of people that's helped me so far.
Yeah, that's Driven. I mean, not just because it's our event, but it is freaking phenomenal. And I tell you this because we put in so much work. This guy, every year is better than the last, but why? Because with our growth, we that's the type of people we're around. So the quality of people gets better and better and better. And the places we're seeking information from is also better and better and better. Like, watch the source of your advice, if that makes sense.
Okay, yeah, that makes perfect sense.
Yeah. All right. Nice to meet you and here. And I probably met you in person, I'm sure.
I didn't get the chance to meet you, but
What?
I think I will in the future.
Yeah, I'm sure.
For a second,
Yeah.
Stephanie also.
Yeah.
Awesome, brother.
Aw.
Yeah, but we're here for you. Whatever you need.
You're doing great. I love your stories, everything.
Thank you. Thank you. Means a lot. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Oh, he's cute. Is that it? It's 25.
Next, last question, Steph.
So, important question, that our friend asked right now, because you can have all the information in the world and not go execute. And you start where you are and you just become better and better and better, day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year. And then one day you find yourself in a place that you're like, man, you look back just to see how far you've come and you kind of can't believe it. That still happens to us. I was at our new office today and I was telling the person that I was with, she's one of our realtors from another branch, and I was like, I was like, oh my gosh, because I saw Shoreham Towers. I'm like, we used to live there. That was the first place that we moved to. That was like, we were like, whoa, are we gonna be able to afford this? But that like lights a fire in your butt to keep working, to keep going, to keep grinding. So there's no options to fail. And I'm looking at it and I almost got deja vu because this office has a beautiful view. Beautiful view. It's amazing. It's inspiring. It keeps you reminded of what's possible, and that's important. So it's just crazy how you're here, then you're here. Like every year together has been better than the last, but why? We keep growing. We communicate with each other. If he doesn't like something, he tells me. vice versa. And it's constructive because I want to help him. He wants to help me, and we want to continue to grow together and keep helping as many people as possible because that just feels good, you know? It just feels good to help people.
Yeah, guys, and you know what? The main thing, I'll end it with this, is the circle. As you grow, you gotta keep your circle smaller and smaller. The
People suck, basically.
yeah. So when you start a company, you're desperate. You need everything you can get. You'll get the wrong people. You'll let them into your company, and then they fuck you over. And then you're like, man, cleanup. You got to do cleanup.
Well, you can't fix small minds. See, there's one thing of being broke and being super hungry, willing to learn, staying a student. It's like somebody says, "Oh, give me a refund for my ticket." I'm like, "Here's your motherfucking refund." And guess what? Sorry for the bad word. You can bleep this out, Anthony. Let me send you a bill for jumping on my jet, and let's see what that looks like. Like, people are confused. They're ungrateful. And you know what? I told Albert, we're not going to stop doing what we do because there's a few people are takers. We're givers. We're giving, 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 giving. And guess what? In return comes so many blessings. And a lot of them is finding the right people, good people that are going to continue to help us level up, because it takes good people to level up, because sometimes you don't even know. You have a bad person in your organization, and until they leave, you're like, oh my God, I can't believe they were doing all that. And that's why I always say it's important to be honest. Say, hey, Syl, this is happening. Hey, Albert, this is happening. And then we find a way to fix it, or we get rid of the person. Most people just don't know. That's just how they are. So it's out of our control. So we're going to continue being amazing and helping all of you.
And there's a lot of people. There's a lot of people
in this world.
And just look at it this way: like, if every 10 people you bring into your company
Maybe
or to your
one.
life, maybe 2 of the 10 are gonna make it. They're gonna stay. And so it's that difficult to find people, and also quality friends. Like, we used to have a lot of friends. Now, we're busy. Our time is worth more, and we value our time. And, we have a little bit of time for our daughters, for our families. And we got to keep it really, really, and then also,
tight.
and also, one reason why we're moving is because there's a lot of people that are not part of our lives anymore. And, they knew where we lived, and we made that mistake. And when you become bulletproof, you want to have privacy, you want to have security, you want to have exclusivity, and you want to just think about Kobe Bryant. Just think about, Kanye West. And just think about, let's go to Elon Musk. Let's go to Zuckerberg. Do you guys think they have like 100 friends? No, their circle is probably this tight. And they're very picky who they let in their life. So when you're starting, you let everybody in. And then you start doing some cleanup, and you continue to grow more and more and more. And you value your time even more. So every year you got to grow and become a better person than you were last year. And that's what happens. And, just keep your circle tight.
Make changes as necessary. Most people are scared of change, and you have to change things. That's something that we just adapt. Our kids adapt. I'm like, this is what we have to do. This is what we're doing. Everybody that works in corporate, people sometimes are like, oh man, like we have to do all that. I'm like, yeah, this is what it's going to take to get to this level. And that's just what it is, right? Change is good. If you're uncomfortable, it's good. It's
good.
Not a bad thing.
So yeah, guys. So thank
more?
you.
The Gondara sisters do want to say thank you. So you just want to hop on real quickly?
Okay. And then we'll close it out.
Gandara sisters.
How are you? Hi.
How are you guys?
Amazing. Better than ever. Crazy busy. What about you guys? Merry Christmas. Happy holidays.
So yeah, so we just really wanted to just hop on and just say thank you so much. And we just remember when we were like first hopped on, and we were asking you guys if you guys would allow kids to the event, and we went to the event, and oh my God, it was such an amazing event. And then we just like you just said earlier how we see from the past and how you are now. It's like it's a bit. It was like we think about it, it's like wow, we went from like just being us, not really going too much on social media, to now being on social media, going to these events and learning so much. So we really want to say a big thank you to Steph, you guys, Albert Syl, your team, everybody. Like,
They're so cute. Love you. Happy
you.
holidays. We'll see you in 2022. Bye. They're so cute.
Love you guys.
Bye.
Happy holidays. All right. So, guys, thank you for everything. You know, we're not sure when we'll come back, if we come back, but we just wanted to get on this quick driven couples. You know, it was still over 30 minutes. And thank you all for being part of this show.
Thank you.
And we'll see you guys next time. Thank you.
Mwah.